Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Dychronic here on this Destiny 2 video, and today we're going to be talking about this week at Bungie for March 19th, 2020. And in the beginnings of my videos, they're cute animals. I'm not going to lie to you, I love cute animals, and I hope that you like them as well, because they're basically my way of saying like the video without actually asking you to like the video. And if you've never seen a This Week at Bungie, they're basically going to be the news posts for Destiny 2 in the past week, current week, and the next few weeks of Destiny 2. And of course, my versions are going to be your Audible versions, so sit back, relax, and enjoy. Alright, so this iteration of the TWAB is, I would say, a medium amount of information. There's a couple of different things that are a little bit interesting, but nothing too groundbreaking, no big news, but definitely some stuff that you might want to know. Alright, so in a nutshell, first section, just talking about the Fourth Horseman, a new exotic quest that released this week. An extension for Twitch, allowing you to be more involved as a viewer, being able to see everything that is going on that I'm actually looking forward to. A bunch of different new emblems and stuff that are just talking about how you get certain ones, because there's some confusion. Iron Banner is coming back soon with a new weapon. The Bungie Foundation in the COVID-19 crisis. And of course, your Dr. Bungie known issues at the very bottom. So not a really big one, but a couple of things that are nice. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. First section, like I said, is going to be talking about the new exotic quest for the Fourth Horseman. Now, this quest is actually pretty easy to do. There's no PvP section of it. Most of it is just get kills, do public events, and stuff like that. The only issue with this quest is that there's a bit of a glitch where the door is closed whenever you first grab the quest. So you just have to go to orbit, come back down, and actually be able to start this quest. There's a bit of a puzzle, kind of like Leviathan's Breath, and a series of very easy things to complete. And for those of you wondering, the Catalyst is actually going to be available and dropping once you get the weapon. It will drop from Seraph public events or legendary lost sectors. So as you're doing this thing over time, I wouldn't recommend just grinding it out, but as you're just playing throughout the season, you'll probably get it to drop. I've heard people actually take 50 tries, some people 10 tries. Next up, Bungie is actually releasing an official Twitch extension. As you can see in this preview here, it allows the viewer to see everything that is going on in a certain Twitch streamer's inventory. So they can see all of the mods, all of the shaders, what their current trials passages out, all the weapons of the people that they are watching, so you know exactly what's going on with every single piece, which is very nice, because as a streamer, a lot of people ask me the same question every time: what shader is that? I don't know why that's the most common question, but it really is, and it's definitely something that was really nice to see, and since it's an official one, you know that it's going to be some pretty top-notch Twitch extension. And I believe it is out now, and you can follow these articles and support in case you wanted to know more information. Next up, they wanted to clarify a few things about the Trials of Osiris things. For example, these new emblems. Not a lot of people are very clear on how to get them. To get the Light Maker's emblem, you have to equip the Light for the Lost emblem, and then help a Guardian who has not completed a Flawless passage yet get their first Flawless, and this will give you a white glow on your armor. For Light Breakers, with the Flawless Imperium emblem equipped, which I don't remember what that is, but once you have it equipped, reach a 7-win streak on a passage and then continue winning matches, and you'll get the red glow on your armor, which is the one that I'm looking forward to. And apparently you have to equip a specific type of emblem. As we've mentioned up here, you have to be equipping that specific emblem for your stats to be tracked so you can actually get those glows. Next up, let's talk Iron Banner, another level advantage enabled mode. Currently they have released a patch so that the Trials of Osiris and Iron Banner will no longer have the artifact affect the power level in these particular activities, but the next one will be coming out on March 24th, basically next Tuesday for 1 week. There's going to be a couple of new and returning items, including the returning set of armor that can be seen here, and a new bow that is Iron Banner themed. Now, they have been talking about this bow for quite a few seasons, and I cannot wait to see if it's actually any different or if it's just another bow that we've already seen. And to be able to get this bow, you have to complete the pursuit from Saladin that's called Smelting Light. And once you do that, this will drop from that particular one, and it's called the Point of the Stag. And as always, Iron Banner will be offering some Innical Power rewards, you know, Innical Power weapons, Innical Power armor, as they always have. Who is it that did this one? DMG, I saw it! I know there's a lot of words here, and I'm not saying that it's easy to catch every error, but I love Innical Power rewards. They're my favorites. In this next section that's called the Bungie Foundation update, they talk about a lot of the things they're doing for the COVID-19 pandemic, the support of charities for the Australian wildfires, and a lot of the stuff that Bungie is doing to help out the community. Now, there's actually a lot of different things they talk about in this particular section. I'm not going to go over every single one of them, but they are doing a lot to support the community. So if you wanted to learn more about that, this section of the TWAB is available for you to read. They're supporting things like the Boys and Girls Club of Bellevue, since they are located in Seattle, Washington. They also talk about the Australian wildfire thing that they, right here, the Australian wildfire t-shirts raised $1 million US for the Australian bushfire efforts, which is really insane, and lots of t-shirts were sold, which I thought was really, really nice. And they go on about a couple other things that they are supporting. They're talking about a couple of different things that you can do to support your community, supporting local businesses, because a lot of people have to, you know, self-quarantine. They can't operate their business very well. Family-owned restaurants, non-profits, families in your community, donate blood. This is actually a big one that I might actually do myself, which is really nice to see. And that's pretty much it. That is pretty much the end of the TWAB. It's not a really long one. A couple of things that I did like to hear about, a couple of clarifications and information that I thought was nice. This particular section called Get That Door Open, Zavala, something that I actually experienced, where when you get that Fourth Horseman quest, the door isn't initially opened. You have to go to orbit, come back down, and that was a really fun thing for sure. But if you did not know, we are headed into our Dr. Bungie section, which is headed by the blue thing at the very top, talking about the known updates, future updates, and issues in Destiny 2. One thing that I did not know about is that the Trials of Osiris seal actually has to be completed in one season. Now, it doesn't have to be Season of the Worthy, but every single triumph to get that flawless title for Trials of Osiris has to be completed in the same season. So if you complete some of those triumphs in this season and then try to do it the rest of them next season, all of those previous triumphs will reset and you have to get them all again. However, if you've completed some triumphs, you probably can complete those while completing the harder ones anyways. Outside of that, there's a couple of known issues. First of all, ornaments for Dune Marchers, Raiden Flux, and Crown Tempest are not appearing in the Year 1 versions of their armor. The Reju's Harness, which is the new exotic for the Hunters, will give you infinite Whirling Guard, so they disabled it. I got it to drop, and then I immediately couldn't even use it once because it was disabled. There's also a lot of increase to Anteater, Beetle, and Beaver error codes. Let me tell you, the Season of the Beaver has been nothing but Beaver, Beetles, and Anteaters. Like, I would get to the tower, I would clear my Postmaster, and then I'd be like, oh, I'm in orbit. Yay. Apparently, only the character who unlocked the EDZ bunker can use the personal defense system to clear the bunker automatically. Other characters will receive an error. Here's a big one that I have been dealing with for a while. The Warden Servitor in the Warden of Nothing is not counting as a fallen boss in Strike Bounties. Where it says you need to kill a fallen boss, there's only one fallen boss in the game, and that is Exodus Crash, which sucks. Apparently, Warden Servitor counts as a scorn boss. That's always a fun one. There's not a single scorn in that entire strike. However, there's also not a single fallen in that entire strike other than the boss, so it's a bit of a weird one. And finally, there's also a bunch of crashes for Gambit for players in PS4 and Steam. I've been noticing this myself, and it is a bit of an issue because it kicks you out of Gambit, and then you get gated out of Gambit and suspended because Bungie's networking error. And that is pretty much it. The end of it, there's a couple of clips here you should definitely watch. A lot of Trials of Osiris people doing some cool stuff. Something that I did not know is Thunder Crash. You can actually kill enemies by flying through them without actually touching the ground. And some of these guys on PC can somehow navigate these corridors going at high speeds. Superman killing all these enemies and then landing on the final enemy. And it's very entertaining. I highly recommend you watch it. There's a couple of people who actually get some ballistic slam kills on 3 people at once with the Synthoceps, and I absolutely love it, especially considering I made a video on the buffed missile class recently, and I think that it's a lot of fun. Check out that video if you haven't, by the way, because it's, well, not a great gameplay, but definitely a great class and really nice to see. But that's it. That's going to be the end of This Week at Bungie. Let me know in the comments down below if any questions, concerns, tips, tricks, or if you just want to tell me how your day has been going, because I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. But that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed. My name's Dychronic, and I will see you guys on the next one.